Hey guys, welcome to Colorful Cadam, and yeah, about to say something else. Anyway, so, like I said, one video per week. This should be coming out to you tomorrow, which is going to be a Friday, hopefully, maybe not. That's if I can get the editing and filming done today. So, watercolor. I'm not good at watercolor as a representation of right there. That's my most... That's the art piece that I kind of did actually in watercolor. And that was for school purposes. But in general, I'm not good at it. So my decision was to actually start working in wet mediums. Even though I don't like doing that, as shown by here and here. Those are acrylic paint. I think I'm actually quite decent at that because you get a bit more control. But with watercolor, there is no such thing as control. Or at least, there is control, but you've got to figure that out. And I'm not good at that. So here we are. I'm doing watercolor, and I am going to go over the supplies that I use. So let's first start off with the basics, which is simple. What paints do you use? These. Okay. I'm gonna go over the names and stuff like that too of these paints because, you know, I'm cool like that. I'm willing to... Oh yeah, they're on the box. I don't need to worry about looking at these little fucking tubes. I have a chart for those that aren't actually listed. Like, the names of the colors aren't listed. They're just gonna be in that order. So, what paints are these? These are the Shinhan... I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Shinhan Professional Watercolors. They have other types. They're the same people who made the touch markers, if you know what those are. Anyway, these are the watercolor paints, and from what I know, from what I was looking at them, they don't really granulate, but there is a texture to them depending on your paper and how much water you add and stuff like that. Fun times. So, the sketchbook, or at least the one that I take with me wherever I go. So here is the sketchbook so far. That's how thick it is. I added things in it already. So obviously you start off with your name and the date you started. So this was started when I got it. I started it the day I got it because it took me a while to get on these supplies in. That's why I wasn't posting for a good while on Instagram, and yeah. So here we go! Alright, so I have some paint swatches from my old sketchbook in here. Like, you know, the swatch cards that you can get at, like, different stores and stuff like that. And then there's a little ticket to something that's important to me. Anyway, so here's the color swatching chart right here. And then, ignore all this. This is terrible watercolors that we're never going to talk about. But these are the swatches right here. There's 30... Hold up. There's 30 colors in all. So I'm going to go over those colors right now. This is the color order. They didn't come in color order when you first get them. I don't know why. They just didn't. I mean, that looks color ordered enough. I had to reorganize it because I prefer my paints in color order. I don't know if these were in number order either. I don't think they were. I'm going to test out what they look like later on. I think I'm going to make a video of me just organizing my colors depending on the numbers and stuff like that, as just for fun. You know what? I would say vote in this poll right here, but no. There's no such... I'm not making a poll. I'm too lazy to do that. Okay. So, let's start off with the 30 colors and their names. Crimson Lake, red, vermilion hue, orange, permanent yellow deep, permanent yellow light, lemon yellow, John Brilliant, which, you know, it's funny enough, I'm a Ruby nerd, and I know what John means. If you don't know what it means yellow. But in this case, it's a skin tone color. It's one of the few opaque ones, actually, in the set. Olive green, yellow green, emerald green hue, sap green, I'm gonna murder this. Viridian? Viridian? Okay. Okay. Thanks, Google. Alright. Viridian hue. Peacock green. Cerulean blue hue. That's the one I know how to pronounce. Cobalt blue hue. Ultramarine. Prussian blue. Prussian blue is great, by the way. Just saying. Like all blues are great. Okay. Violet. pronounce that one either.
Oh.
No.
Bordeaux.
That's not how you pronounce it. That's like French. What the fuck? Hold up. It is French. Okay, Bordeaux. I should know these things. I am in French. Okay, red violet. From over there, I was about to say Oprah, and, you know, I'm going to define this first because I don't want to say it wrong. Okay, you know, I could have done this to begin with. But what about, what? It is opera. Okay, it's opera. That's a color? It's a color? Hold up. Hold up. That logically does not make sense, but we'll give you a little bit.
Opera.
Opera. That's how they pronounce it. I pronounce it, oh. No, I'm about to say Oprah again.
Opera.
Opera. Opera. That's how you pronounce it. Opera. According to Google, that was very soft. That's weird. Red ochre. I know how to pronounce that one. Brown. That's brown red, yellow ochre, raw umber, Van Dyke brown. I know how to pronounce that one because I kept hearing it in watercolor videos. I was doing research before I even started. Black. White. Okay. Done. Alright, so watercolors, done. Now, other tools I use. I will just go ahead and talk about these real quick because these are the most easiest things to talk about real quick. And this is what I normally use. So here is the normal pencil I use. This is like the sketching pencil that I use. I had this same exact pencil for the past 5 years. Not for sketching, for school purposes, but it's become a sketching pencil too. So, oh well. Alright, the kneadable... Can't even show yourself off. Come on, Faber-Castell. Come on. The Faber-Castell kneadable eraser. This is the blue color. I have one in pink also. Here's the casing that mine came with. Some don't come with casings. Just saying, you get in a pack of 2, you don't have casings. And they're smaller. The Hulu watercolor brushes, that's not all of them. There's 6. I got the full set. Watercolor brushes. I didn't spend that much on these. And these came in separately from everything else. So did the tray. So did the, you'll see, watercolor tin. Anyway, I didn't guess that right. So here is the Meeden watercolor tin. This is the blue color. They come in different colors. There's a little ring for it if you ever wanted to, you know. Is that how artists do it, or do they do it like this? That logically doesn't make sense. I don't like that. I kind of like it. Do you do it like this? I know nothing, guys. I know nothing. I say that, yet I know so much about color pencils. It's kind of depressing. Front, back, good. Alright, we're done with that. Let's open. So then you're greeted with this. This has wet water in it. I should have cleaned it. And yeah, that's all I can say. So here is 4 mixing trays right here, and here is more mixing trays. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this is where you can actually put legitimate color on these, and then, like, you know, get the color. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna pull this out. This, I got the one, you can get ones with full pans, which are bigger than half pans, obviously. If that makes logical sense to you guys. It should. But no, here's mine. Somebody told me that you have to bend these little tab thingies. I don't care. I like it the way I have it. And you can have your watercolor tin the way you ever want it. So, I only have 30 colors, so meaning I have technically, logically, I have 18 slots left. It should, right? Yeah, that's right. That's right, math. Okay, I'm an artist, not a mathematician. So here's the thing. You can, and actually, this actually surprised me a lot. You can actually hold, where my brushes actually fit in that. That makes me happy. Okay, so when you take that tray out, there's another mixing tray. So you flip it like that, close, close, done. Okay, now, some other little things that probably don't make any sense. By the way, you do not need to spend so much money on a freaking one of these things. One of these things is that I've had this for so many years. This is the iPod Touch Nano 6th generation. Yes, 6th generation. You see how small that thing is? It's tiny. There's the clip on the back. I've been using that because I don't use this. It's 8 gigabytes. You can't do that much with music, especially with my music library. So, oh, let's just not look at that. So I use this, so, to keep this flat because the paper does bend, obviously. Also, what happens is that I have this to collect extra water, also to test colors, and I just place that there, and that holds it flat down, and it weighs the paper down, and stuff like that. Also makes it harder to paint sometimes, but it's fine. It's good. You don't need to spend that much money on it, I just don't have a binder clip, that's all I gotta say. So this is just a little small gradient that is gonna be in the watercolor, in the water speed paint that you'll see in the water speed paint. The watercolor speed paint, that's what I meant to say. Good job at myself, mate. Alright, I'll tell you what type of sketchbook this is in a second, but this is the first piece I did in this sketchbook, and I'm proud of this. Mixed media. Canson. Size 9 by 12, 60 pages, 98 pounds, and 160 GSM. That's all I gotta say. Okay, let's talk about the speed paint. The speed paint. That is a sky picture of a post on Instagram that I posted so long ago, but it was like one of the best things I did.